Blessings, aligning souls. Enlightened man of God, Shavana Harris here. It's been a little while since I've seen you guys. I hope all is well. I hope everything has been, progressing fine for the new year. We're now in the month of March. And again, I pray that all has been aligning well. Fear has been faced and we have been remembering how much we are actually loved and loved. Well, so today I've been inspired, well guided to speak on spiritual awakening. So spiritual awakening, look at it this way, is basically, have you ever had a dream, right? And in that dream, brothers and sisters, you somehow woke up and recognized that this is a dream. And a lot of us in that dream, that is called a lucid dream, by the way, starts to basically maneuver everything in ways that wouldn't be possible when we are in the wake physical reality state, right? So we start flying, jumping high, doing all sort of stuff in such a trance state in that dream. So that would be like what spiritual awakening is. It's being in the physical form and consciously awake to the remembrance that you are a soul, you're a spirit, in essence. Alright? And what this signifies is that you understand reality and how malleable or interchanging it is. You realize that you're giving meaning to life. Life is meaningless until you actually give it a meaning. And you come to realize that a lot of things that your brain was conditioned into as real and as facts are just perspectives and agreements and meanings you're giving. So spiritual awakening expands your consciousness back into the remembrance that you're a spirit. To achieve this point from this soul's perspective, you first have to transcend the understanding of the physical form, meaning you have to learn the body. You have to learn how your arms work, your legs work, how every aspect of your body basically works, and you get to a point of peace and understanding with that understanding of the physical limitation. After that point, you would have transcended the physical form and you would start ascending into the mental faculty of the understanding from the new perspective of the physical form that our physical experience you're having. So in the mental scape, the psychological scape, you start exploring more beliefs and more challenges mentally, right? You start understanding how your consciousness works, and a lot of things you can think of can actually impact you negatively or positively, so on and so forth, right? You start expanding while ascending your understanding of others and how others think, right? And how you wish to relate consciously to the physical reality that is observable around you. After you have gotten to a point of, let's say, a level of mastery and understanding of the conscious and somewhat the subconscious, because you have to have a relation with your subconscious to actually transcend to your spiritual awakening. After you've transcended the mental faculty, as I would just have alluded to, you get into the aspect of the spiritual understanding. I'm stating these things because this has been my experience on the planet as a spiritual leader. This is how I remembered my purpose, who I am, the purpose of life. This is where things start to be more creative and wise for you when you remember that, oh, I'm a spirit, I'm a soul, right? This is where things become magical and less logical, because the remembrance of you being a soul or a spirit takes you into your heart and out of your head. I have a perspective to share on this that would make it more practical The ego mind, which you have to transcend to into spiritual awakening, is slowly ascends. So the ego mind starts at like a good, let's say when you're 10 years old, the ego mind will still be at like a good 90%. As you learn the body, again, the ego mind starts to drop and more of your being starts being expressed. More of your independence, more of your passion starts coming up. And slowly as you go and you transcend the body, you reach like 75%. Yeah, you transcend the body into the mental scale. Once you're in the mental faculty, you start like, as you learn, as you expand, as you create different identities of yourself and align to different things that you learn with what you prefer versus what you not prefer. Maybe more want to some dance, yeah, so maybe more want to try some dinner, yeah, so maybe more want to try a church or Christianity or Hinduism over here, so right. This is all in the mental scale, all in the mental aspect of your ascension. But it gets to a point where you get to that 50-50 percentile, right? Once you get to that 50-50 percentile, you're now ready to get into the spiritual awakening aspect. So remember, we are come from like 90%, you know, where the ego mind is in control, till the point where we align, ascend into transcending the physical form at 25%. Then we get to the mental mastery, or let's say a tipping point of the mental understanding at about 50%. Once you hit that 49% of the ego mind perspective, you go into spiritual awakening, because now the soul is more aligned in the body to 51% to 49. So now the ego has taken the back seat once it gets that 49 percentile, and from there it's just spiritual discovery, which is endless. Alignment is endless, right? You can get to a level of mastery, which is Yeshua, which is Buddha, which is Krishna, and many others, like mastering alignment, bringing more of the soul into the physical form and expressing heaven and earth, accessing your fullness to an extent on the planet. So that's basically what the spiritual awakening does. It awakens you to your mysticism, your oneness with everything, your understanding that everything is a choice. You are a sovereign creator yourself. You're an aspect of God, and God is not outside of you. So once you enter spiritual awakening, there are three main fruits that comes online from the spirit. The spirit or the soul is love, so love will become more prevalent, more evident in your reality. Then you'll gain a lot more understanding as you have transcended the mental scale. You will have a deeper understanding of others and what they're going through, and understand your uniqueness in the reality versus others. You can relate to others in a more conscious way and understand that their reality is very much different from yours, and you appreciate that your reality is yours and theirs is theirs, but you understand their reality can become yours, and you respect that. And peace, you understand that calmness, appreciation, being compassionate and patient, not forcing anything, just understanding that you're not actually from the mind in control. The soul is in control. It's best to follow the guidance of your heart while embracing your passion and your excitement, and you allow the inner self, the true self, to start guiding your life. You get out of your head. It's not going to be easy because your beliefs conditions you to a certain identity, but when you spiritually awake, it will ask of you, it basically demands of you to drop your identity to become who you actually are authentically. Well, blessings and guidance again. So it's my everlasting pleasure, was my excitement this morning. I want to say thanks to Divine, thanks to you all, because I'm one with you and you're one with me, and my unconditional love again. I hope to not have to take such a long hiatus again, but I was guided to go into stillness. I was going through some ascension as well. There was a lot of changes, or there has been a lot of changes in my reality. A lot of them I'm appreciative for. A lot of blessings, I would say. More on the lighter side. And blessings and guidance to you all as well. It was my pleasure, and have a synchronistic and wonderful day. Keep aligning.